Good morning, guys. We are all set for our 3-day trip to New York City. New York City is around 390 miles from Pittsburgh. It will take 6 hours 40 minutes. And I should tell you, to enter New York, you gotta pay a lot of toll, which could be around $45 to $65. Depends upon if you are using iPass or you're just paying with your plain cash or credit card. So here's the New York. You can see in the map, Google Maps is saying 387 miles, 6 hours 35 minutes. So let's go. So we crossed Harrisburg and now shortly we'll be entering into New York City. We'll take George Washington Bridge to enter. Our first stop is going to be Jackson Heights. Actually, it's on our way to the hotel, so we thought let's take a stop there rather than coming back to Queens again. So I'm going to give you a glimpse of Jackson Heights. So we reached New York around 5:30 p.m. and like I said, first stop Jackson Heights. So if you don't know, guys, Jackson Heights is like little India, and there are a lot of South Asian communities live there. It's just amazing. I mean, if you are there, you won't miss India for sure. And let's take a walk here. Look at the street. There are plenty of Indian restaurants, jewelry shops, Bollywood music shops, and in fact, someone told me that they have a pawn shop here too. So I will try to find where it is, and I will try to take a stop there. But look at the surroundings, man. It's amazing. It's literally a mini little India. It's Ramadan time, so you can see if there are boxes to go, and the pawn shop will be close by. Oh, here it is, the Pratap Multi Services Inc. So that's the pawn shop as well, guys. Look at the fashion street in Jackson Heights. So who is missing Delhi and Mumbai anymore? We got everything here in the heart of New York City. So like I said, if you're wondering if you want to visit Jackson Heights, so it's the street is 73rd, 74th and 75th. That's where the majority of Indian, Bangladesh, Pakistani communities. So I would definitely say if you have some time, do visit. It's like home sweet home kind of feeling. And Jackson Diner, that's where we took a stop and ate our snacks. And finally we basically visited a art shop here, which is beautiful. That's pretty much, guys, for day one. Very tired, so we will head out to our hotel and take some rest, and I will catch you up tomorrow. Good morning from New York City, guys. We booked a hotel in Manhattan, which made things really easy. We can access a lot of historical buildings and of course walk down on Manhattan streets and enjoy the city. Okay, so this is Moynihan train station. Look at the size of the station. Oh man, that is big. This is actually an extension of Penn Station, which is a very popular train station here in the New York City. And here's the Madison Square Garden. I'm sure you heard of it. A lot of concerts and shows happen here. And guess what is this? Which building is that? Yeah, this is none other than but the Friends building. This is the building which served as the exterior for the apartment in the popular 1990 series Friends. In next stop, Hudson River. It's a pretty huge 315-mile river that flows from north to south. mostly in Eastern New York. And if you guys remember, the incident happened with the US Airways flight 1549. They did emergency landing in the Hudson River. People call Miracle on the Hudson as well. And if you're not familiar with, watch the movie Sully. If you got a chance, pretty decent and interesting movie. In fact, Pretty Isn't a Skullhona, her movie was also shot here. The very first scene where she was jogging. It's a popular destination, popular spots for people to jog and be fit, get healthy. So our next stop is One World Trade Center, formerly called Freedom Tower, the America's tallest building. That's a building which was reconstructed at Ground Zero, the site of the former World Trade Center. And that's Ground Zero, where the Twin Towers used to stand, and the footprint of Twin Towers. The 9/11 Memorial is located at the site of the former World Trade Center complex, and it occupies approximately half of the 16-acre site. Each site has a pool nearly an acre in size and features the largest man-made waterfall in North America. All 3,000 names inscribed represent 9/11 homicide victim, people who died as a result of the September 11th terrorist attack. You can see all these names here inscribed in metal. So that's Ground Zero, Twin Tower and World Trade Center for you guys. So right across the 9/11 Memorial is the Westfield World Trade Center, also known as the Oculus. It replaced the original mall at the World Trade Center, which was destroyed on September 11th. This is actually the largest shopping complex in Manhattan with 125 retail spaces, and the Oculus is also home to 12 subway lines, serving over 1 million people every week. So this is definitely a place to visit, and we did not get a chance to explore much, but if you got a chance and if you have time, you may want to wander around in this mall, and there seems to be a lot of things to do here. Next up, famous Brooklyn Bridge, which is actually a hybrid cable suspension bridge in the New York City between the borough of Manhattan and Brooklyn. This is 1.1 mile bridge which was built in 1883. So cable bridges were actually a pretty new thing in that era, right? And the folks were not confident about their strength. So believe it or not, in 1884, to prove the strength of that bridge, 21 elephants and 17 camels walked and crossed the bridge together. Yes, that's true. And for your information, elephants typically weigh around 10,000 pounds each, and camels typically weigh around 1,000 pounds each. So don't miss visiting Brooklyn Bridge, you will love it. Next stop, Dumbo, down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass, a very creative neighborhood with awesome architecture and a picture perfect location. Now we are going to Brooklyn Heights. It's a posh residential area of New York City, and this is Brooklyn Heights Promenade. From there, as you can see, you have a beautiful panoramic view of lower Manhattan. In this location, Brooklyn Heights, you can enjoy shopping, dining, live theater, music, performances, and many more. So must visit. This is Brooklyn Heights. If you love food, you want to be here. The Collab Market Hall. Here you can find all kinds of food. Whether you want to pick up a crepes for breakfast, you want to grab a noodle for lunch, or you want to take out dumplings for dinner. I mean, you will find all kind of food here. So if you're a foodie, that's the place to be. A fun-filled but hectic day. So now it's time to head back to our hotel. You can always call a cab or Uber, but to enjoy New York, you don't want to miss a subway ride. So here are our train, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. If you watch Macy's Thanksgiving Parade, you must have seen this building. This is Macy's Herald Square, a flagship of Macy's department store and also Macy's corporate headquarters. It's located on the 34th Street, Herald Square, Manhattan. Long day for us. As you can see, we are tired, but not done yet. We will take some rest and head out in a bit to visit the iconic Times Square. It's pretty close from here, so stay tuned. You don't want to miss that. Okay, so we are back on the road heading towards the Times Square. I don't think Times Square needs any introduction. You must have seen this place in many times on movies or on TV, and of course at the New Year's Eve ball drop event, right? I mean, that's very exciting event and very popular as well.
Flip over. Volunteers, squeeze together. Tighten up, tighten up.
Times Square is also very popular and known for the sheer number of theaters along Broadway, in Lincoln Center, and in the theater district. Look at the crowd, it's insane. By the way guys, we came here on Easter weekend, so believe me, the crowd is very low as compared to a typical weekend at Times Square. And here is your host, Rahul. How are you guys? I hope you're enjoying New York City so far. There is more to come, so stay tuned for day 3. Good morning guys. So today is our final day 3 here in the New York City, and our first attraction is the Vessel. Vessel is one of the newest landmark. This honeycomb like structure basically rises 16 stories and consists of 154 flights of stairs, 2,500 steps, and 80 landings for visitors to climb. The vertical climb offers a remarkable view of the city, and you can experience the iconic 360-degree view of New York City. Also, don't forget to experience the thrilling glass floor and champagne bar 100 floors up. Actually, we're disappointed because when we were there, Vessel was closed. Hopefully when you are there, it's open so you can really enjoy this beautiful landmark. If you are craving shopping, you can shop at Hudson Yard Mall right in front of the Vessel. This mall offers a mix of luxury and affordable brands such as Cartier, Louis Vuitton, Dior, Gucci, and also H&M. It has about 100 stores in it. So take a look. Now we are heading to the High Line. The High Line is actually 1.5 mile, around 1.45 mile long elevated linear park and rail trail created actually on a former New York Central Railroad. You can walk through gardens, view art, experience a performance, and enjoy some delicious food. And you can also enjoy the architecture of the surrounding buildings. Our next stop is Charging Bull, sometimes referred to as the Bull of Wall Street. I'm sure you must have seen this statue on CNBC or other stock exchange focused TV channels. This is 7,100 pound, 11 foot tall and 16 foot long bull. This bull is the symbol of bull market or prosperity. Charging Bull is a popular tourist destination on Wall Street. Thousands of people visit every day. There was a huge line to get a picture with the bull. The line was a lot longer to click the picture with the rear side of the bull. Yeah, you got it. This is the New York Stock Exchange, NYSE, in the financial district of Lower Manhattan in New York City. It is the largest stock exchange in the world by market capitalization. Next to NYSE is the Federal Hall building. It's a historic building at 26 Wall Street, birthplace of American government. Here on Wall Street, George Washington took the oath of office as our first president, and this site was home to the first Congress, Supreme Court, and executive branch offices.
Look at that building.
And that's the Trinity Church. The churchyard is home to the gravesite of Alexander Hamilton, the first Secretary of Treasury of the United States, and other historic memorials and monuments. Grand Central Terminal, our final attraction. It's located on 42nd Street and Park Avenue. It's spread over 49 acres and has 44 platforms and 67 tracks on 2 levels. It is the world's largest train station by number of platforms and area occupied. Also, this train station is not simply a transportation hub, it's also a shopping, dining and cultural destination, and all under one roof. Grand Central Station and its iconic clock is very popular not only in movies but also in public. It's kind of an unofficial meeting place in New York City where thousands of people say every day, "Meet me at the clock." I'm sure you must have seen all this in many movies. This train station also has a huge Apple store. in case if you want to buy an iPhone or AirPods. I'm just saying, but it's multi-level Apple store in this train station. It's amazing. So yes, it's absolutely true, all under one roof. You guys must visit. On our final night in New York, we stopped at the Yard House for dinner. It's an awesome sports bar and an all-American gathering place with a huge menu of great food, an extensive list of draft beers, and classic rock. Must visit, guys. Okay, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed and found this video useful. If you are looking around for your next holiday destination, New York City is no brainer. With that, thank you, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. Have a great, wonderful night. Cheers.